All right, so if you know me personally, or if you've been following me on Instagram, you know that John Cena is my favorite WWE superstar of all time. He always will be my favorite. No one's ever gonna top him. So he's my goat. He's the guy. But at the same time, I gotta keep it real. And this John Cena retirement tour this year has absolutely sucked. It has sucked. I can't take it no more. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I get it. Like at first, I was all right with it. Like it wasn't the best, but he did say after he turned heel that he was gonna ruin wrestling for all of us. He wasn't gonna give us what we want. He was gonna, not show up as much. He cheats to win. Um, that was his whole, objective was to ruin wrestling. But I was just hoping he was gonna ruin it, at least in an entertaining way. It's storyline purpose reasons. So I'm sorry, bro, but this is exactly what I was afraid that was gonna happen in 2025. Because when he announced that he was gonna retire at Money in the Bank last year, he said he was gonna retire at the end of 2025 in December. I was hoping that they were gonna, have this whole year where he wasn't gonna, put people over. He wasn't gonna, lose. He wasn't gonna. I didn't even expect him to turn heel because it was too late by that point. But no, he turns heel. He breaks the record at WrestleMania, and he has a terrible, terrible title reign, terrible booking, terrible letdown. Rivalries from the past with guys against guys like Randy Orton, CM Punk. I'm sorry, but I'm just keeping it real. This John Cena retirement tour and this title reign have absolutely sucked. It's not the worst, title reign in his career, but it's definitely the worst one, we've had in recent years. And I'm just really disappointed, Uh, his matches, I mean, I don't expect too much from him because he is 48 years old. I would love to see him put on one good banger, which he has against Randy Orton, but I want to see him put another one because he's going against Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam, and I'm hoping that match actually is more better than the WrestleMania match, But the point is, even though I am a huge John Cena fan and he's my favorite of all time, he is the greatest of all time. I'm gonna say it right now. Cody Rhodes has to win this match, and it's not because he lost the first time, so he needs to win the rematch. It's because John Cena is not what we all thought he was gonna be this year. He's not going all out like we all thought he was. And whether it's his decision to book himself this way or whether it's WWE, Triple H, at the end of the day, if John Cena can't be here full time, I mean, yes, this is his last year. You would think he would be here for his final year just to give the fans one last good year despite him being a heel. He shouldn't be holding the belt then. He shouldn't be the top guy, if he's not willing to commit, if he's not willing to come out here and give us everything that he promised he was going to give us. So I believe Cody needs to win this rematch. And not only that, here's another reason why I want Cody to win and why I think he should have won and why it makes more sense for him to win. So Cody Rhodes obviously dethroned Roman Reigns last year at WrestleMania. And from that point on, he became the face of the company, the new top star. He was a popular wrestler. He still is. And they need to continue that because here's the thing. John Cena carried the WWE for a decade on his back. He was relevant for 10 whole years. Now they got to do that with Cody Rhodes now. And he beat Roman Reigns. He came back to WWE in 2022, and he was instantly loved. Everybody was happy he was back. And from that point on all the way to now, he has been relevant. He has been popular. He has been, over with the fans. He's been in an interesting storylines since then. And I believe he needs to beat John Cena and end this miserable title reign of Cena's. I'm sorry, but I'm just keeping it real. And I want Cody to have another title reign because his first one, it wasn't, we were expecting it to be way better. Me personally, it was decent. It wasn't bad like everyone's saying that it was bad. Could it have been better? Absolutely, but Triple H didn't know how to book it because he was so focused on how to he was busy on how can we have Cody win it rather than booking and planning how his title reign was going to play out throughout the whole 2024. So his title reign was decent, but I believe they can do so much more now with the second title reign once he wins it because he has good feuds to go up against like Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, because Roman does he is owed a rematch. Seth Rollins has the Money in the Bank briefcase. CM Punk he can go up against. Damian Priest, have another go at the world title. Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Sheamus. All these stars Cody Rhodes can go up against if he wins the World WWE Championship again. I want Cody to win it again because I'm at the end of the day, I just want to see a good, long championship reign. Now, I don't want Cody to hold it for another damn year. Hell no. I didn't even expect him to hold it a whole year. The first time he won it, I didn't have a problem with him holding it that long at first, like everyone else did. My problem is that he didn't have interesting storylines. I wasn't bitching about it all the time, as like people care about storylines. Yes, storylines are important, but I was still okay with it because he actually showed up and gave it. He put in the work. He wrestled on SmackDown. He gave us good matches. He cut pretty good promos, and he didn't have no good storylines except for the one against Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens. But other than that, I thought it was decent. But I feel like he's gonna have a better title reign with this next one if he beats Cena at SummerSlam. So I think Cody should win it because I do believe that Cena is not willing to show up. He's not, his time's already coming up. And not only that, if Cena retains at SummerSlam, what's gonna happen? Like I know he said he was gonna be the last real champion and all that. But I hate saying this about Cena, but I just don't care about this title reign anymore. I really don't. We need to focus on the one who's here right now, the one who's gonna be around for the next 5 or 10 years to carrying this company, and that's Cody Rhodes. You know what I'm saying? It's time to see the future. It's time because we need to be worried about it because the WWE sucks right now. It really does. In terms of storytelling, booking, star power, creativity, all that they're lacking right now. But if Cody Rhodes wins at SummerSlam, he can change all that. And I know a lot of people want him to turn heel. Look, guys, why do y'all want Cody to turn heel so? What is it about him as a babyface that y'all hate? He's too predictable. He cuts the same promos. He's too... I personally don't have a problem with it. And again, I liked John Cena since I've been watching wrestling since 2010, WWE in 2010. Not one time did I ever booed Cena. Even when he turned heel, I didn't boo him because he's my guy. It was too late for me to hate on Cena because he had just been too likable and he's already about to retire. And so when he turned heel, it was just too late for me to hate him, even if he turned heel. Because he's maybe become a huge fan of the company because of him for that long that it was just impossible. It was impossible for me to hate him. And now I feel that same exact way with Cody Rhodes because he really is today's John Cena. So I don't know why people want him to turn heel. He shouldn't have to. He's doing great right now. He has a lot of haters, Cody Rhodes, but a lot of those people are just online. When he goes to the arenas and shit, and he gets cheered every time. The only time he started getting boos when he faced John Cena. But other than that, everybody loves Cody Rhodes. Every time he comes out, he's getting cheered. So what would be the reason to turn him heel? It's stupid and ridiculous. But like I said, they need to have a person who's gonna be here full time, who's gonna give it everything he has, and that guy is Cody Rhodes. He's the face of the company, so it's only right for him to win this match and to finally give us a good title reign that's gonna give us interesting storylines and push new stars, give them a chance to shine by going up against the champ Cody Rhodes, giving us good matches and good segments and all-time classics and all that. So I'm sorry, but I think Cody Rhodes needs to win this match to elevate him even more to the top. Him beating Cena would be a huge win for him. He just beat a GOAT. The question is how he's gonna win, because I think he is gonna win. The question is just how, because people are thinking he's gonna turn heel because with The Rock he might show back up and he might turn on Cena, help Cody win, causing a crazy twist because The Rock and Cody went at it over the WrestleMania main event last year. Now they're teaming up together. They teased it earlier this year with the whole selling your soul, which was stupid. But I don't know how Cody's gonna win. If he wins, the babyface way, he beats him clean, passes him with a torch type of thing, I'm okay with it. As long as WWE has plans to book Cody's title reign perfectly well, I'm all for Cody being champion again and I'm all okay with him remaining as a face still, as long as they have good storylines and feuds for his title reign. Then I'm all for it, and I want him to be champion. I love Cody when he's the champ. I really believe he's championship material. So, and not only that, John Cena has other things to do that are more important right now than feuding with Cody Rhodes. Because Cody Rhodes has his own important things to do, and John Cena has his own important things to do. Like, they already had their storyline, it wasn't all that, and to me, in my opinion, and even still right now that they're feuding, that contract signing wasn't all that either. So I thought this feud between them two were going to be way much more legendary, and it probably would have been if John Cena was still a babyface. If it was face versus face, it probably would have been 10 times better than the shit we're getting right now between a heel Cena and a face Cody. I know people hate face versus faces, but they put on good storylines. It doesn't always have to be a good guy versus bad guy, but that's just me though. So, and John Cena turning heel was also fucking stupid. It was pointless. It was ridiculous. There was no need for that because turning him heel in 2025 in his final year was stupid because people were going to cheer him regardless because it's his final year and he had been a babyface for so long that there was no choice but to cheer Cena because he was just too damn likable. So he was only booed for like the first 3 appearances after he turned heel, and then from there people started cheering him. I mean, I like John Cena still. I just hate his booking. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's his idea to be booked this way or not, I hate it. I can't stand it. It's dumb, boring, and I'm sorry. It just really is. And to be honest, I think I know the real reason why they turned John Cena heel. It wasn't because, you fans booed me all these years when I was the face of the company. So, I don't think that's the reason. Here's the reason why I believe they turned John Cena heel. They turned him heel because it's crazy that they turned him heel on his final year. And I believe the reason they did it is because they wanted us to see if we're really true John Cena fans. It's his final year and he wants to ruin wrestling, so they want to see, okay, are we gonna, despite him showing up part-time, despite him being a heel, despite him cheating to win most of his matches, despite him, having these boring storylines, are we at least trying to appreciate it because it's his final year? Because if you're not a true John Cena fan. So I'm not a true John Cena fan because I don't like his booking right now. At the end of the day, this is the WWE. I get it's his final year, but come on. Like, you can't call me a fake John Cena fan because I'm not appreciating his last year when his last year is being booked terribly. Terrible storylines, boring promo segments. He's not showing up, and when he does, he doesn't wrestle. He's only wrestling on the PLEs. Like, I believe they turned him heel to see if we would appreciate him as a heel, as a bad guy in his final year. Because I'm sorry, like, I'm trying to enjoy his last year in wrestling, but it hasn't been all that. It hasn't. Let's just be honest, bro. Whether you're a Cena fan or not, it has not been that great. And WWE turning him heel will forever be one of the dumbest decisions ever. I know Cody was the original pick, but Cody refused to do it, which I'm thankful he didn't because I'm not ready for him to turn heel. But Cena turning heel was also stupid. They should have just kept it a babyface versus babyface feud, and it would have been 10 times better. And we probably would have had a full-time Cena too. But now we got a part-time, boring Cena, and it really pains me to say that about him because, like I said, he's my favorite of all time, and he always will be. But I have to keep it real. And this retirement tour, John Cena's booking so far this year and his last year sucks. So I believe it's time to put an end to this title reign and give it to Cody Rhodes, who I think is going to actually make it great, for the rest of this year heading into next year. And for John Cena, just turn him back to a babyface. Turn him back to the person we all know and love, the one that made us love WWE for many, many years. Have him turn face again and just put him in one last good storyline with emotions, with drama, with action, I'm tired of, he needs one last good storyline against somebody really good. I don't want him to put anybody over. And if he does put somebody over, well, I don't know. I don't know who his last opponent's going to be. I'm really, really worried about they're going to pick someone who no one cares about, or someone that even if he beats Cena, they're not going to, after a while, he's just going to go back to being a mid-carder or a jobber. So I'm really, really worried for Cena's last months. Um, who knows? But I think this John Cena heel turn has just been pointless. They're just doing it to see if we would appreciate him in his final year. And if we don't appreciate it because we don't like boring segments, we don't like terrible title reigns, then apparently we're a fake John Cena fan, which that's false. We paid for this. We paid to see people who pay to go see him live at these shows. Obviously, they're gonna expect something good out of it, but we're not. But they're not getting that. Ratings have been low, so yeah. This I'm just really. I think Cody should win at SummerSlam and beat Cody. And beat Cena, because I just want to see a good championship title reign with good rivalries and good storylines. And for John Cena, I want to see him be booked on one last good storyline. Like that's what we need from Cena and Cody. Cody to have a better title reign than he did in his first one, and for John Cena to finally turn babyface and just give us one last good storyline, that we can remember from years to come. That, oh man, that was awesome. So that's my thoughts. I believe Cody should win at SummerSlam. I don't know. I'm curious to see how he's gonna win. If he's gonna turn heel to win, or if he's gonna win as a babyface still and go and continue being a face. Either way, um, like I said, Cena is losing. I do see him losing. I don't know how he's gonna lose, but he's losing. He's gonna turn babyface after that. He has to. He just has to. Because after that, how can he still be a heel after losing like that? So I'm just ready for for the face John Cena to return. So because we can't help but cheer him. We're cheering him because it's John Cena, but we're not cheering his booking. We're not cheering his the booking is what we're booing. It's not John Cena we're booing. It's just the booking. So that's my thoughts. Cody should win, and John Cena should turn babyface again and give us one last good, Superman, Super Cena. So those are my thoughts. I'm out. Peace.